This is Jane Gottfried, and I'm going to show you a brief tutorial about getting signed up and getting started using Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is a great tool. It's free. You can take any video from YouTube, National Geographic, TED Talks, just about any streaming platform, and you can crop it. You can insert questions that kids need to answer so that it's truly interactive. You can go and grade the kids' answers and provide feedback. It's useful for just about any subject. So to get started, go to edpuzzle.com, and then you're going to click Sign Up. I've already signed up, so I'm not going to get the same detail of screens that you are. So you want to click I'm a teacher, and be sure to sign in with your school email account, because then it will sync with your Google Classroom account, which is really cool. So with it synced to your Google Classroom account, you can create Edpuzzle videos, and kids will get notified right from Google Classroom, just like they do with any other assignment. I'm going to click on my school Gmail account. Now it took me right to my page. If you are signing up for the first time, you're going to have some extra steps. It's going to ask you some information about yourself. It's going to ask for your school, and you just start typing in your school name and it should pop up. I have logged in under Brooklyn Center High School, and that's what other teachers have used when they have logged in too. The nice thing about logging into the same school is that you can see videos that other teachers in our school have created. So that's kind of fun. They will ask you for the subject that you teach, and that's just so that they can provide relevant content if they're making suggestions. I just put other. And then once you sign up, there will be a notification. It's a little blue bar on the top of your screen asking you to verify your email. So before you can do anything, create videos, you'll need to go back to your school email account and verify that you signed up. So this is what my page looks like. I am going to go to my classes. So here you can see that I'm already synced with my Library Media Center Google Classroom, and I have a subgroup called Teachers. That's a subclass that I have. If I want to add a new class, I will just simply click on New Class. So again, I went to My Classes. I'm going to add a new class. So I'm going to call this class Trial. You can add a description if you want to, and then you have a couple of options. The classic class type is what I recommend, because students log in. They'll use their school Gmail to log in. They will create their own password. And this is this way you can look at their progress. You can see which videos they've watched, how much of it they've watched. You can see their responses to the questions. You can grade the responses to their questions. So I highly recommend the classic option. Open is intended more for younger kids. They don't need any type of login to access their class, but you won't get the same data as far as grading and things like that. So I'm going to create a class. So now, under my classes, I see Teachers and I see Trial. And Trial is highlighted, so I'm going to be working and creating videos for that class. Now we have a class set up, so we need to invite students. So click on the blue Invite Students button, and there are two ways, actually three, that you can invite students into your class. You can have students go to edpuzzle.com, and when they're signing up, they click on I'm a student, and then it will ask for their class code. And this will be the class code for this particular class. Otherwise, you can send this whole link to them, and you will see that the class code is as part of the link. And you can share that via your Gmail, or you can just copy that link and send a notice through your Google Classroom. Now we need to add some content to our class. So up at the top, actually there's several different ways that you can add content. So up at the top, go to content, and you will see here are other teachers in our school that have created content. You will see that there are different channels where you can find YouTube videos. So you can click on one of these channels and search. You can go to curriculum, and Edpuzzle actually has a lot of videos that other teachers have created that you can copy and edit as you want to. So I'm going to high school. And then there are a lot of different courses that you can choose from. So let's go to science, and it narrows it down even more. Let's go to biology, and let's go to energy. Wow, see, it narrows it down even more. So here are the choices that are available. You can pick one. Let's go to thermodynamics. Copy it, and it will go right into your content. So we're going to go to content, my content. And here is the video that I just added. I highly recommend watching the video, seeing what questions other teachers have assigned. You can delete them, you can add to them, you can cut the video so it's only the part that you want to show your students. And this one actually doesn't have any questions yet. So you'd watch the video, you would insert your questions, and I will show you how to do that in just a moment. Here we go. So here's the video. To crop it, you're going to just move these little sliders, and then you can cut it. You can cut it in the middle of the video, you can cut it at the end, at the beginning. So I'm going to add cut. All right, now if I want to add a question, I would simply go to questions. And let's say I have a question I want to add at this part of the video about the metabolic pathway. I can choose either a multiple choice question that I want to add, an open-ended question, or I can insert a note. And the note can either be a written note or it can be a note that you've recorded. So it can be a voiceover note. When you click on multiple choice, you type your question here. Make sure that you click on the green check on the answer that is the correct one. That's how it will be graded. You can add another answer, and you can add as many as you want. And then when you're done, click Save. If you want to add an open-ended question, you would just type your question here. The multiple choice questions, because you've selected the correct answer, those will be automatically graded as students watch the video and answer the questions. Open-ended questions, you will have to go in and grade those questions. Again, when you're done, you click Save, or here's the note feature. So you can enter a note. Perhaps it's something you want children or students to jot down in their notebook, their interactive notebook, or something that's going to be important for them to know for a future unit. You can emphasize that. You can even attach video, a website link, and here's the voiceover. So a video that I was creating, it was a math video, and the teacher, it was Khan Academy, the teacher actually made a mistake He corrected it later, but I wanted the students to know that he had made that mistake. So this is where I inserted a note and I did a little voiceover just saying to kids, you know, oops, he made a mistake here. He's going to correct it later on. When you're done adding your notes and your questions, just click Finish. And then if you're ready to assign it, if it's the way you want it, you click Assign. So you can select the class. So if you have different sections of, you know, your science class, click the section that you want to assign it to. You can assign it to all students, or since you will have a list of students, which I do not, you can assign manually and assign it to a group of students. So this way you can really differentiate. If you want, you know, let's say some students you feel are going to need a little bit more thorough explanation, you can differentiate that video. You can add more notes, more you know, detailed voiceover or voice notes. And I forgot, then you would click Assign. Let me go back to the content. One other thing you can do is you can create a voiceover, and whatever you record is going to replace that portion of the sound in the video. So if there's a part of the video that you like but you don't like the explanation that's being given in the video, you can do a voiceover for that particular explanation and it will replace the audio in that video. So let's go back to content. We looked at using the curriculum tab for finding content. You can also search according to whatever channel. So if I'm in Khan Academy, I can search for a topic. And there will be many videos to choose from. And then you can go ahead and edit and insert your questions. If I'm in YouTube, if you find a YouTube video that you really want to use, go to that YouTube video, copy the URL, and paste it in here, and it will take you right to that YouTube video that you can then edit and assign. Okay, so let's say you've assigned a video and you realized you forgot to include an important note that you wanted to include. Once it's assigned, you can't edit directly from that video. However, you can duplicate the video. So I clicked on the video that I wanted to edit, and I'm going to duplicate. And I will click. Oop, I think I need to go back to my content then. Here is a copy of the video that I already assigned. So now you can see that I can edit it. So I've edited this video to where I want it. I'm going to click Finish. Now, when I assign it, I have some options. I can pick a due date, which is here. I can pick a start date. Let's say I want it to show up in Google Classroom on Monday. I would click that start date. I recommend clicking on Prevent Skipping. It allows them or disallows them from skipping ahead in the video. They have to watch it. When they try to skip ahead, they'll get a message saying it's locked. You can turn closed captions on or off. So there are some great little settings when you are assigning a video. And finally, once your students have been assigned the video and it's due, you can go to Gradebook and you can check to see how students are doing. This will be much more detailed. I'm the only student in this class. So when you have your whole list of students, you can go in and see which questions students got right or wrong. You can see if a student didn't finish the video. You can even see there's an option for kids to rewatch a section of the video. You can see if kids rewatched it. it will just give you some excellent, excellent information. This is also where you will go ahead and grade those open-ended questions. So